is an intersection. I'm standing in a 2-acre block, guys. The stretches, the long edges from this first stick to where you see him standing with the reflective jacket on. Where is he? Where's the guy? I can't find him. Yeah, there he is. Reflective jacket. That's where he is. That's the 128 meter stretch. And then here is the alley between this 2-acre block and the next 2-acre block. There's an intersection. There's a corner lot, so to speak. So the whole block is a 2-acre block. And now we have the intersection. There's a whole 10-meter wide road going this way, 10-meter wide road coming this way. And now we're running the line again to measure the edge of the next 2-acre block that way. So we're just running the line and going to measure. And then we'll drop it there. And I'm going to go under this line and get into the alley, the 10-meter wide alley, which begins from here and the width ends to that stick. So I'm going to go under the line and I'm going to walk along the short edge in the street, the short edge of these. To my left is a 2-acre block. To my right is a 2-acre block, guys. So imagine yourself walking through the street tomorrow. Do you see those sticks? Do you see how far apart they are? This is a 10-meter wide street. It's going straight through the lane, straight through that way, guys, straight. Okay, just to let you know. Now we're going. Now you see what they are doing down here. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We are going to another place where we need to measure the 10 meters wide street. That's what they are running now. See, you go to the edge. This 2-acre block, the short edge ends where that guy is, and this other 2-acre block on my right hand side that I started from way back there, it ends where those guys are standing. So they reach the short edge of this 2-acre block on my right, and now they're going to measure again a 10-meter wide street between there, so that this 10-meter wide street, it continues to be 10-meter wide from all the way up there to the end of the lane, all the way through, going this way, right? And beyond those trees is the school zone. Our road drops into the school zone. Thank you. So that is the context here, and that is what we've been up to for the past couple of days, making sure we are doing the right thing. Whew, these sand ridges, sand dunes. It's gonna come a time for us to get rid of them. So you're standing at the peg. Do you see? You're standing at the peg. This street continues. There's an intersection. That's why you see the full sticks intersection. There's another street running this way. This other 2-acre that was to my left, that I was talking about, it ends here. That's why you see this is the corner of that acre. That's the edge, the long edge, going all the way down there. And then from the edge to there is another street, 10-meter wide street running. So you see, at every corner, as promised, 10-meter wide street. Now they are running measurement to run that again. It ends there. This street ends right here because it's not going to go through to the education zone. There are different streets accessing the interior of the education zone. It runs parallel to the education zone. This street, this way. That's what's happening now. Now he's measuring. We measure, put down where our stick's supposed to be, and then later we'll put more permanent landmarks. That's what we are doing here. So the streets run, and then once we get this edge of this other acre, he's double measuring, so we don't just rely on one-time measurement. He's doing double checking, making sure that it runs. He's using the wheel measuring device. I'm now standing in another 2-acre block, and we are going to run again the line from this edge to the other edge, which is going to go beyond this palm tree in the little savanna bush down there, and the other edge is running from all the way up there. It's going to come in there. That is another 2-acre block, and that street running underneath it. This is the last 2-acre block for this other column of 2-acre blocks that are stretching all the way as far as your eye can see. There's another column. The other column ended over there. There's the other column that ends here as well. You go 2 acre block. And then to my left, this way, beyond these 2 columns, are going to be more columns that stretch all the way up to where you see those bushes as far as your eyes can see. And then after there is another column again of 2 acre blocks. That's what's happening here. So this other 2 acre, the edge of it, when they run the line from over there, I'm going to assume that it's going to take us behind this tree right into the savanna bushes. What that means is that we still need to bring the machine out here and do a little bit more clearing beyond these tree lines. And that is going to drop us right in the savanna bushes. See, there's low grass area. It's going to drop us there. I bet so. I'm just looking at it, eyeballing it. We're going to measure it. Okay, I'm going to stay in the shade for a while. Plane taking off from the airport. One of the reasons why we haven't started building homes here, one of them is because this work that we are doing right now precedes any construction here. We have to lay out the site. We have to make sure that we clearly demarcate the streets before we start building a single home here. That's one of the reasons why we haven't started building. Many people have been asking, when is construction going to start? We need to see buildings coming up before we believe this. Well, here is the thing. I do appreciate your belief, but it is not absolutely necessary for this to happen. It will enhance this happening, and we need you to join, support this. But the success of this cannot be absolutely contingent upon that belief. That would be a very shaky ground to rely on. So what we are doing here, we are taking our own time, one step at a time, break by break, and move at a pace that will allow us to do the best things for the city, to make the right decisions, to make the hard choices. We're not super eager for people's money here. That's why we take our time to do things. By the way, all this clearing, people who own these 2 acre blocks, all of you clients who have paid for 2 acre blocks, I'm coming knocking on your door soon for money. You see, we do the work. You guys should really, you guys should pay me bonus for that. We do the work and then we come ask you for the money, right? And we do it right. We do it diligently. And we ask you for a fair price. This place is lovely, actually. The more I stand and watch this thing grow, the more I admire it. Just having streets laid out like this, like the alleys are clearly marked, straight lines, well laid out. When was the last time you saw this happening in Liberia? Maybe in the 70s with Sinker. And then from there we went downhill with all of our urban planning. Everything went haywire. So, and here we are in fact giving more space than normally would be allowed. Check out any modern macro city they are building around us in our neighborhood, Nigeria, Ghana, where check out the road sizes and compare with this. And then come back and tell me how dumb I am for allotting so much space to the road. Because that's why everybody tell me that I bought the land and I'm just giving it away as road. The point is, we are definitely delivering what we want to enjoy ourselves. And we want all of our neighbors to enjoy it. And that's what we are doing. I don't want narrow streets. When I'm driving, I want to drive freely with my big Tundra truck and go to my house. I don't want to be squeezing myself through narrow alleys and waiting on the side for a vehicle to pass by before I can get the opportunity to go where I'm going. I don't want that. So now he's coming this way to just get a rough estimate of how far this measurement is going to take us into here. So that's what he's going to come go over all these sand mixed with wood hills. Let's watch it, guys. Okay, this is just a rough estimate so far. He's going to drop that line. Just know roughly where that is going to take us. That's what he's doing.
Okay, bye. Jimmy. You got me.
So we started measuring from where this last acre for this column, the 2 acre block. And I told you I was going to be beyond these palm trees this way. You see where they are kind of sniffing out. So that may not be the exact location, but it's going to be in our vicinity. So it means all here, the remaining place for this acre that has to be cleared for this 2 acre block is here, going over there, and then going to the land to that edge out here. It's a very small place. And most players in South Africa. I don't want to be cutting these bigger trees. By the way, this zone is the high school zone. From there, all the way, this way. That's the high school zone. You go further down, will be the elementary school zone. I'll not cut down these big trees, these big palm trees, unless they must be cut down during time of construction. So I'm only clearing these savannah pieces. So we have that now, right? So we need to run from where that is 64, right? Yeah. Then we'll find the exact spot. Yeah. Besides using the wheel for here, this hill is too much in our way, so now. Okay. So people have been coming into the land seeding sand. That's what's happening here. That's what you see this hook for. They come inside the land where they are shielded by these trees and no one can see them. But dig up the sand and go and sell it. That's what they're doing here. That's the deal. So you see, when you come inside here, you're also surrounded by trees, but you have the savannah line, you have these trees. Some of these trees, in fact, can be kept. We can sit underneath them, they provide some shade. There are these savannah trees. It's not clear, they bear some type of fruit-like thing, but no one knows what to do with them yet, as far as I know. They just grow around in certain places in Liberia. We have these type of savannah bush. But no one eats the fruits. I don't think it's edible. But yeah, around here. But the growth is very short like this. But the good thing, when you have a cluster of them like that, you have a good shade right under here. So this will be the school zone. I mean the high school zone, guys. High school, elementary school will be down there. High school has a playground area. I mean shade. It's very beautiful here. Breeze. Yeah, so these are the fruits of this tree. This is how it looks like. It's not exactly edible. Let's see. What is it? What is it? It's falling under the tree. This tree is so short. This is a tree that Zacchaeus will climb. And then look down at the crowd and look to see Jesus. That means Jesus and the rest of the crowd were really short, super short. I'm just kidding. This is not the, what did he climb? The sycamore tree? Is that what he climbed? So those ones are very taller than this, but Zacchaeus managed to climb. Nice fairy tale. Alright, I'm just sitting under this tree. I'm gonna relax here a little bit and wait for those guys to do that measurement, verify it, and we'll run the line from the other side. That will be the end of this column. And we'll move upward to the other side for the far end and start another column coming downwards. Whew. But so far, so good. I have to stick around to make sure this thing is done properly. Because if we make a mistake here, it's gonna be bad. That messes up the layout. We just need to put the points where we have them in the market. And to do that, you have to have one adult in the room. Although you have engineers here. This too is Liberia. But anyways, the training people, there are some good people by the way, really top quality engineers. But they are rare and few. Fruits. So the land we clear back there, this is how the trees were also. They were all around, just like this. And the machine came and cleared them out to lay out the land. So these ones in the school zone, and I'm gonna just clear them out. Those ones over there, we'll clear those rest out when we start construction on that acre. Not even gonna bother you right now. Just gonna put up markings and stuff. Some of those trees can be useful in the yard. The other one we really did have to clear them because not only were they like this, they were much smaller, they were shorter, like around, but they were spreading like their roots. Okay, like this, something like this. So we had to get rid of them. They were like this, like this. So we definitely had to get rid of them. A lot of them were like this. But I like the bigger, mature ones like this with the shade under them. So this land that we were running beyond those palm trees, it was initially they were measuring this way. After they got the approximate location, when we came back now, square the lines need to be at right angle with each other, parallel to this road, running down straight from that road. And the line went from that way, near that palm tree, to this way. And that's where the guys are way back there. There's a long edge of this last 1 acre of this column. And that's what we're still finalizing. And then we're going to do the same measurement from that way, from up there. And then we run and meet that at a right angle. And so we have to clear the way for this line to run straight. And we have markers along the line to indicate that it is touching. For instance, this bag here, and now we can see the line is right down here. It's following this other line. So yeah, we had to cut down this because the line is running right on top of it, so it was blocking the way for us to set it. So the palm tree had to go. The fresh core of the palm tree had to go, and we continue with the line until we get all the way up there. I'm going to do some measurement up there. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So that's where they are. Now, the group is going to also go measure that way. The two will come together right angle and that other length. The width of that length on that side is also exact as prescribed. Sun is going down, we still have to go up there to do that color. That part is going to be really easy because we lay the outer edge, we're just going to run the lines in between, make the corners, plain pegs, run the line, plain pegs, run the line. That part should be easy. We should be able to knock out a few blocks before night falls. Spool of ropes. Clearing in between so that nothing make the line to deviate its natural course. That's what they're doing. Right here. Push all this fish. That's clear.
Yeah, it's okay now.
Squaring the line.
Okay, right there.
Have you? And we're gonna go through the line through these palm trees. So wherever the tree falls in between along the line, that tree has to go down so that we can get a straight line. Why are you carrying the line? Where are you carrying the line? The line's supposed to go so right. Yeah, why is he going this way?
No, the thing going on, sir. I'm going to the bring line here. That would better the thing.
Bring which line? Let me understand. Which line you want to bring here?
Now for that place now, the thing on sir. The one that we taking out the thing, and it's over the whole one. They will take the thing.
10 or what, sir? What do you mean? I don't understand.
The road. Let me just go over the
Yeah, but that road is outside there.
Yeah, that one was out for the
Yeah, so which line you want to run here? That's what I don't understand.
The two acres that right here. The road on the side. The road that buying for them on the side.
Wait. I thought that place you planted.
Yeah. No. That was the first line. That was the first row for the first acre and the second one.
Yeah, so this acre we're standing here, right?
The one that we're standing is the third acre.
Okay, so this is the second acre. So you want to run a line between here to get this row first. Okay. So from over there here at 64?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to run the other 100 here to connect over there. Okay, so that 10 meters, is it this way?
Is it this way?
It's this way?
Yeah.
The 10 meter road?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to run this one first and clear this 10 acre?
The 1 acre, then the 10 here and put it around.
So then there will be a middle acre here, like what you're saying?
Yeah, the middle acre right here. That will be the.
But I think we should first get the middle acre before this. This one is your last acre.
Yeah.
If you get this, suppose the measurement for this acre fall into here, you can push this acre back that way. But if you measure this side, this acre is in the middle. If it doesn't get the proper measurement, how will you adjust it? Then you got to redo all of these things you do. Yes, we need to measure this edge. Look, the alley we have here, right?
Yeah.
And we get 10 over there.
Yeah.
Then we get 10 over there. And that line is supposed to run from here to come and meet the other 10 here.
Yeah.
So we measure the 10 from here, and we get the other peg over there already. Then measure that line and bring it here. Then we know where that line come and drop. If we know if that measurement become the 64, and this is the 138, and that size is 64, and this is set, then we will know basically. It's fine to do this, but not to go beyond this. You go beyond this, it could be waste of water. So let's run that line.
Let's go there. The thing down is me I just want to follow the line. The two thing the row.
No, just run one first. Run the one first. And the 10 measure. Yeah, lead the one here. And that 10 is there already.
Yeah.
Let's run this one line. Just bring it. Right. Mark that 10.
Yeah.
Yes. So you measure the 10. But let somebody come with rope and put the rope on the one eye. Stevie, can put the rope on the other one? Just drop that one. Just drop that rope for now. Begin. That tree. Okay. Yeah, measure that 10. Then Stevie. Okay. Then we'll go to the rope from the 10 and bring it here. And we need people to start clearing here. Let them bring the line. Let them start clearing. But we don't know yet where to clear. So that peg, right? Exactly, that peg. Not that one. That one was supposed to connect to the one you already made. Let's connect from here. From here.
The one you playing now,
Yeah, that's what we need to run to. And 2 persons can run 2 lanes. You be running 1 lane this way. Yeah. And just be carrying it. You just go lay it down here. We're not tied on that peg yet. Yes? So I'll finish this one. This one is the second acre here, right? That one you in is the second one. Now the third one here, the final one. Okay. Now we're talking. Yes. So good. I got a square here, right? Steven, before you brush anyway, I think you should just square while you place something alone and you can know exactly where to brush. Huh? If you square it, that's a waste of work, potential waste of work, because you could find out that that's not even the right place to pass through. But since you are stubborn, go right ahead. You hook, eh? Okay. Trees are good. Some big trees have to fall, sadly. I begin. I mean, you coming too. Look. I don't want you coming too. I mean, you coming too. Yeah. No, your only pair going that way. Yeah, that begin I'm talking to. The line here. Look, y'all get a man line, please. Damn it. So, as we said, we're not going to cut down trees unless we must. Unfortunately, this other tree also has to go down because it is in the 10-meter wide road. You see, we had to put this down because it was messing up our line. We had to put it down. But this one will go in the future day because it's in the 10-meter road. This here is another 2-acre block. You see this line we are running? So we need to brush through there to go so that this line is unhindered so we can get a measurement right. This little bush, the rest of the land is clear. This little bush here, because it has tall trees, we're not going to just clear it up. When the person who's going to select this, and I hope this becomes mine, they can use these trees, clean under it, cool breeze. You put your benches out there, it can be your front or backyard. These are the nice places that I want on my land. So we're not clearing our trees just because, we want to clear land. It's not gonna happen. We come, you clean between these things, you make your garden, or you put your hammock and everything, just like I have in my equipment yard at my cabin. These are the trees that I preserved at my cabin. Now I'm enjoying cool breeze here. So the only places we clear are the places of these short mangrove trees, these short trees you see here. Those are the places we've cleared. We're approaching the semi-high forest area or bush, and that's why we are preserving these trees. We're not going to just clear them blindly. We only take down the ones that are in the way. The rest, we can work and build around them. Keep as much as we can. So that's what we're doing. If you brush underneath here, you clean underneath here. This is the shaded nice area where the shades, the cool breeze and the sunlight is blocked. And you get cool breeze. Let me go in here so you can see. So you can understand what I'm talking about. You see under here? There's space under here. You come out here. You're sitting here with this tree left here, all these trees left here. Under this cool breeze. What are you going to look for in the hot sun out there when you can sit right here in the back of your yard, in your private space here, you're chilling here? Why would you want to cut down these trees? So I hope this not get selected by anyone. I will take a 2-acre block like this, and I will keep this for myself. If no one selects it, I'm going to be the last to pick of the first batch of people who have preserved their land. I'm not talking about those who haven't preserved their land yet. After the first batch selects their land, I'm going to select my block where I'll build my little home and relax quietly and get a cool area like this to sit. That's the goal. Peaceful, quiet living. Hear the sound of the breeze. Branches waving. And you're sitting here. And what are you going to be running around in that hot sun? Of course, we're going to plant trees on the other land, those other places. But it's going to take time to grow. Meanwhile, you have big trees here. And other people just want to cut down these trees. Just because they want to announce that they have bought the land. You don't do that. They preserve the green. And that's what we are doing here. We'll keep the space green. Eco-friendly. What are people who coming to us? You hearing a sound? Okay, so you come to him too. Opa, Call so they can hear you. No, Oba. Just talk, call them so they know they come to you. Okay, come. Hey, okay, Oba. Joseph? Joe? That guy why they wasting time. Cool breeze here. If I get this space, I will not even be on this spot. I'll just clean this spot and build out there in the open space. And this spot can even be in the back of my yard or the side of the building. Clean all this place fine. The sun has gone down beyond those tree lines, and now it's dark. I will have one more go. I need to get it done. And then the crew will go to town and get some rest on Sunday. But this thing needs to be done before we leave from here. I'm not going to leave this undone. So we are here. We have this alley here. And that way is the solar field. So we have this alley here as well. So now I need to run this guy. So which way is Joseph? Okay, so there is this alley here. I just want to get this clear. Okay, so there's the line. That's good. All right. We're in business. Just want to make sure. So we're at this intersection now. Okay. There's the boundary. There's the solar field this way. And we are standing in the alley that goes this way and goes this way. Is a T-junction. It comes and ends right at the solar field intersection. I mean the boundary of the solar field. It goes this way, goes this way, goes this way. So now we need to measure another 2-acre block right here. This is the corner of that 2-acre block, and I'm walking in the street between that 2-acre block and the solar farm. So let's see where they're measuring now. That is the goal. And once we're done with this, we can go. The other crew is finalizing that side. Made sure that he's set up for success. Gonna complete that. And now we are starting this. We're gonna complete this. And it'll be time to go back to Monrovia. Okay, the moon is up. The crescent ship now. So he's just gonna use this line to measure the 128 and then offset it about 10 foot because this line is our gauge. So we run here, we measure, and then once we measure, it's 10 foot away from this line, and we'll make sure that this line we are running here should be 128, just like this line. And then we are good, then we're going to go to the other side, 64, and then we'll run it from there again, another 128, and hit the other corner, that other intersection over there, and there will be like the same 10-meter wide road. On this side, running this way on this side of this 2-acre block is the X Boulevard, that is a 20-meter wide road. And that boulevard comes and hits the solar field. Yeah, make sure our tools are intact because it's getting dark. These careless guys will leave them. So this is the length of the block. So you can see here is that mark along the solar field. We're going to measure it. And now he measured 10 meters from here because remember, parallel to the solar field, 10-meter wide street. But in between here and somewhere down here is the 20-meter wide road that runs this way. So that is the corner of the lane. It's measuring 64 meters. But this 20-meter wide road that runs here is basically here. Yeah, this is the other mark. That's the width of the 20-meter wide road I just walked. So you see here, this is it. So from here, you by the other pack? Can you stand by the other pack? Okay. So he's 20 meters away from me. And this road comes and basically hit the solar farm. This is the boundary of the solar farm. It hits the solar farm and runs directly down there to the southeast corner of Xity. And I'm walking in there. I'm at the intersection of where the 20-meter wide road hits the 10-meter street. And this corner is one corner of the two-acre block. So you planted a bag already? Okay, good. So you got a bag planted, and now we're running 64 meters this way. And once we run it this way, it's going to plant a bag there, and it's going to make an intersection there for another 10-meter wide road that is running and come and meet this 20-meter road. And then that corner is going to run 128 meters and hit the other corner. And then we can cut it down for the day. Hopefully that guy too on the other side is finishing his piece. Is done for the second of the work. We've demarcated sufficient 2-acre blocks for our existing clients to select from. So that will be good. Is this it? Is this it 64?
No, that is 64 being here. But
Okay.
the 128. But we'll go inside, we'll show this is the one that I will bring in. So that means I'll get motivated to be online my way.
Okay, so this is just for alarming.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the 64?
60 like 4 coming in.
Okay, you're going to take the 4 and then remove it. And then we're going to measure that way to make sure it's 128 again.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. We'll soon be done. Okay, we can finish and gather up and get ready and go to town. We are done for this weekend work. And tomorrow Sunday, you're going to enjoy yourself. Are your teeth showing like that in the dark now? I see your teeth because you have going to Morovia, all your teeth showing. You're crying now, eh? Well, yeah, maybe first I'm going to make you sleep here and work tomorrow. I got nose. You can see it? 4 meters. Okay. All right, there it is. 4 meters. All right. Yeah, bring the paper there. Okay.
Okay, come. Okay, Lana, they put up in here.
Okay. So now we need to go measure from where there.
Yeah.
So just mark the place, just temporarily plant it here.
Put it there.
And you got pan hammer here? Okay. So, baby, hurry up now. Y'all go measure this side.
Can I go so come verify? You go over there, see people pay. You can verify. Mo put up here. Yeah, I can. The hammer there? Yeah, please, I mean, 1 minute. Yeah, chef, hang on there.
I know everyone is exhausted. They want to go to town. Same here. I'm tired. I'm exhausted to the core. But work has to be done. Give me a Thursday evening. Saturday. Don't hit it too high. Wait. Maybe we'll change the position depending on what that measurement gives us. Let's make it temporary for now. So, Saturday night, we go home. We'll get home maybe around, I don't know what time. Just after 10 p.m. And we'll get home at midnight. And then we can sleep. Tomorrow we can sleep and just get some rest. And the hope is that I can get some rest on Sunday and not be bothered. All right. Let's make progress, guys. So they just go on outside to Steven there, you rally them or let them pack all their stuff now, okay? And head over to the pickup. Let them get all the ropes, the tools, nothing left behind, okay? If they are done with that stuff, once they are done, we're coming. Joseph, you can see us? Yeah, look at the light. Let me go out and help them to where they will stop. Yeah, stay right there and I'll go help them to know where the measuring tape stops. Joseph, I come here help you to stand where your tape ends.
ball right there.
Okay, he died? Yeah. Okay, you waited for him there? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I will come stand right there. So that is 120. We got 8 more to go, right?
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, come. Okay. Let me stand here. How many more? 8. Good. Good testing. Those guys are finished on that end, I think. They're just waiting for us. He's pulling. We should do one more, eh? Okay, that's what I like. You happy because you heard that you're going to die. Boy, you can rest yourself. Keep hauling. Yep. No, hard is small. Small more. Okay, yeah. All right. It's probably 1 foot, eh? Yeah. Okay, so that's the adjustment. 1 foot needed to be adjusted. Now, let's hammer that thing. All right, you can haul your rope. All right. Where's the pound hammer? Yeah, the echo in the bush. Take all your tools. Don't leave anything behind, guys. You got your tools? All right, let's go. Thank you, guys. You guys worked hard. That just made me annoyed. Just be careful, yeah. Some of these things got tongues.
No, not here.
Where? What?
That's called the pocket pan.
Really?
The pocket pan, ground.
I'm gonna start hunting you.
I'm scared, yeah. Don't worry.
I gotta start hunting you. You catching. That will. Start hunting you. Yeah, the thing I want to catch is a gazelle. I want to catch it alive and then put it in the fence and raise it. Yeah. I want to catch somebody alive. And then if I get male and female, put it in a fence. Yeah. Yeah, watch out, yeah? Oh, watch out, tongs. Careful, guys. That light over there is someone building a house across the main front row of that city. So people are building homes in this vicinity already. That light is from a building that is at roofing level now. They are roofing the house currently. Oh, watch out here. A big water. Plenty of ants. Bush ants. Some of them bit me today. I hope I don't give out of rising on the spots. I think I'm good. I got good resistance. We'll try to preserve some of the trees. I want to clear everything. Yeah. And we'll plant more trees too. We are also going to be planting the coconut trees and the Florida royal palm trees. We already have them on nursery.
preparing to come. He's preparing to come. Yeah, why when I yeah. Okay? Yeah. Yeah.
There's the vehicles.
Lấy gần xe hả?